I'm John Vandenberg, president of Roon Vandenberg. I want to thank you for using the coaching and certification tools on the wraparound process. I hope you can use them to improve practice in your community. In the last 20 years, we've seen tremendous growth in the wraparound process. We've seen every state now developing some level of the process. But one of the concerns that has popped up, particularly in the last few years with some of the new research being done on the process, is the fidelity of the process. And that fidelity word is a word you're going to hear a lot. The fidelity simply means, are we doing the wraparound process the very best way we know how? Are we including the non-negotiables? Are we including what absolutely has to be there? We've seen some research from Vanderbilt University recently that actually looked at a number of children and families and communities. And what we found with this research was that parents really preferred the wraparound process, but in some communities, if it wasn't done to high fidelity, we really didn't see clinical outcomes. We didn't see kids and families actually getting better, and then after all, that's why we're here. I want to talk about some of the core values that have to be in the wraparound process for it to work. Number one, individualization. Individualization simply means that every family is different, and therefore the plan is different. Number two, strength-based. We discover the strengths of the family, and we use those strengths in the plan. Number three, cultural competency. Cultural competency in this vein really refers to the family culture, who they are, their traditions, their habits, how they make decisions. We want to see that family culture evidenced in the plan. Number four, support in the form of a child and family team. Every family needs support, and in the wraparound process, we use a unique child and family team that family chooses, that the family puts in place. The only exception to the family choosing the team would be as if that child was in custody. In that case, the state would have some say as to who was on the team itself. Number five, outcome-driven. We collect outcomes so we can say what we're doing works or doesn't work. Number six, persistence. We just don't give up. When we're privileged to work with a family, we say this is a unique relationship and we're not going to give up on this family. Number seven, collaboration. We deliver the wraparound process in a system of care model where all the system partners in the broader community are working together. We have one plan, not five. Number eight, cost effective. We have to, particularly in tight budget times, we have to ensure that what we're doing is a good use of taxpayer dollars. Number nine, voice and choice. Families have voice and choice as to what the process looks like for them, what the team looks like, what the plan looks like. And again, the only exception to this level of voice and choice would be if that child is in state custody. In that case, the state has some say. And finally, number 10, and I think the most important, is the use of informal resources on these plans. Good wraparound plans should never be more than about 25% things that cost money. It should be 75% all those informal resources from the family or from the community, family, faith, friends, woven into the plan. These materials allow coaches and supervisors to observe staff walking through the skills and actually checking off whether or not they know how to do this or not, eventually leading to a certification in the process. So very excited about what you're doing in your community and hope you use these materials, and thank you for participating.